up to the best. Overt Morning Show.
Good morning. Good day.
Where positivity keeps on scoring. Good vibes, great kiss, and stories to share. Overt Morning Show. Rising with you everywhere.
When you come my way.
Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I am Pink, and today at Overt Radio, we are on the Friday edition of Trend Table. And as you know it, my co-host here is with me, Bookie Daisy. Bookie Daisy, say hi to the...
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? It's Friday edition of Trend Table, and like you know how we always do it every time, on Trend Table we come up with the latest trends on social media and just trying to keep you updated with what has been trending on social media and having very insightful, interesting conversations. All right, What are we doing today?
Lagos, we've got a lot for you guys today. We've got different topics, okay, and one of them is a very, very interesting one. I thought everyone can relate because everyone is always going to the hospital at least, let me say once in a year. Sometimes you fall sick.
Well, some people can relate, sure.
Yeah, some people can relate actually. People are very, very strong,
very immune to small things like that.
But this is a recent conversation that a lady brought up for us.
Okay.
She said Nigerian doctors need to stop making patients do unnecessary tests just to spend money. This lady came out to call out Nigerian doctors, accusing them of allegedly requesting unnecessary medical tests that leave patients spending money that they don't need to spend. Let's dive deeper into this. Let's dive deeper. She said that she claimed she visited a hospital over chest pain and was allegedly told that she had a heart problem. According to her, the doctor asked to carry out 4 expensive tests. She said she later sought a second opinion from another consultant in the same hospital, who reviewed her medical history and told her the tests were unnecessary, explained that her chest pain was likely caused by muscle strain from her active lifestyle. The lady also alleged that the same doctor recommended the exact 4 tests to another patient that same day. She added that once she heard from the doctor that some hospitals expect doctors to refer patients for laboratory tests to generate revenue.
Okay. So she's talking about those doctors that kind of extort money from the patients. Have you experienced that kind of thing before?
I haven't, but I've experienced it with family members. Family members that will fall sick and then they'll go to the hospital and the doctor will tell them to do like 5 different tests. They will not just go straight to the point and try properly give them a diagnosis. It's obvious that they're trying to, do something.
Not that they don't know, or maybe they're just trying to check other options to know maybe that's exactly the problem with the person. What about that part of it?
And it ended up being that the sickness wasn't even anything that was among those things that they're just trying to generate income. Like what this lady is complaining about right now. She's saying that most hospitals are telling the doctors to generate more income and revenue for them through lab tests and giving the patients unnecessarily. Imagine she's saying that same lab set of tests was given to the next person.
Like the same kind of test to be run, and maybe it's a different case the person came for.
Or it's still the same thing the person is trying to show that it's a specific stuff.
But do you feel like doctors are always, because sometimes, how they say they're trying to check for different options, maybe that is what is the reason why the person is feeling this way. They cannot just make an assumption based on what you are telling them, so we have to run multiple tests to confirm.
Definitely. I understand what she's saying in that aspect, but that's just her complaint on this. She's trying to say that that's how an experience. I have experienced that with family members who were like, they're not.
So what was the issue with the family member? How did they discover that it was
We're
a...
just having cholesterol, high cholesterol.
So how did they discover that the doctor kind of played on their intelligence? Yeah.
They later discovered when they went to another hospital and they found out it was just cholesterol, and the doctor was not even, I don't know if it was that the doctor was, they were not really sure, but it was like, it's obvious that these people are just trying to charge. And I feel like it's really sad when you know that a lot of people are going through a lot financially, the economy, and then someone is now trying to do this kind of thing, you know, trying to play smart,
Yeah.
health, and prey on, you know, their insecurities and fears on their health. And I think what this lady is trying to bring out.
But I also feel like some hospitals, I think they said that the laboratory, they go to the lab to conduct some tests and everything like that. But the people always say that those laboratory tests is for maybe, let me not say what some people have said, because recently I saw a particular tweet on social media. The guy was saying that when people go to the hospital and you're like from HMO, they look at you one kind of eye, like maybe they're running you free access, something like that. Meanwhile, they don't know that that particular HMO is very, very beneficial to that health institution, and they're just kind of like not really rating you like that. So do you feel like, is it that there's something else that's attached to the fact that they feel they don't get enough income, or why exactly they feel like people would always come to that place, maybe for the HMO related one, or maybe someone comes to that place and then they're like, okay, go and do like 5 tests, you know, just to generate money. What exactly do you feel like is the likely cost? Because people can be like, well, people do some things, you know how they say, when because of maybe government or there is no enough this and that, this and that, this and that. So let's look at the part of the doctor now. Why do you think that happens in because it's a very common thing, I think, some points. Why do you think it happens? Do you have an idea?
I feel like it's mostly poverty. That's mostly the real reason why anyone would want to just give unnecessary. Because what you're trying to do is get money from that patient. They're trying to get money.
Public or private institutions?
Private institutions.
Private institutions. So private institutions always get money by themselves, right? They don't rely on the government. So when they do that, are they trying to get money from the... Oh, okay, I understand now. Okay, so they don't do this in public institutions.
This lady went to a private hospital from what she said.
Okay, and I've always heard about how there's a kind of shortage of, you know, medical practitioners in Nigeria.
Like saying we need up to 40,000,
Like 40,000, and I heard that there is not enough. So all those particular things can kind of attribute. Let's go on a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll talk more on this particular discussion. This is still Trend Table, and you are still here with me, Buki Daisy, and Benny.